Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tiffani Beaston from Beauty and the Beastons. I upload every single Wednesday and Sunday. I am getting ready right now. I already did my workout and showered and did all that stuff for today. But I'm so excited because I'm finally decorating, not even just decorating, but planting things outside. I got some lights to go up out there. And I'm going to show you, we got new decks. I don't think I've ever showed you yet. So I'm going to show you that. And then I also am doing some more painting today, but I already recorded some painting. We painted the doors here at the Bay House to make it look a little bit more beachy. So I'll be adding that as well. But first, I need to get some coffee. I am exhausted. You know, I have the Aura ring, and it said that my sleep score was terrible last night, and I definitely pushed myself to work out, but I am excited to do this because when I'm filming this, it is July 3rd, and all of my family is coming tomorrow, and my hopes and dreams are to be outside, having conversations on the deck and just, you know, of course going on the boat, but mainly just being outside. And I want the ambiance to be perfect because this is something I've been dreaming about for a long time. So I'm also hoping to get some flowers today. I have some hydrangeas that I got a week ago, and I mentioned this in other videos, but we all got sick the first week of summer after Carter's birthday party. We all got a cold, and it was just bad. The kids got better, and then Chris and I got it. So you know how that is when it goes through the house. So I had hydrangeas sitting outside, so they don't look the prettiest right now, but I'm hoping with some extra love they'll come back to life. But after I'm done doing my makeup, the first thing that I'm going to do is go grab a coffee from Dunkin' Donuts, and of course I'll be using my Upside app. Free Upside app gets you cash back on daily essentials like gas, groceries, and dining. There's actually over 100,000 gas stations, grocery stores, and restaurants on the Upside app, ensuring that cash back is always just around the corner. And yes, it's real cash back, no confusing rewards, points, or credits, just actual money you can transfer straight to your bank account. Frequent Upside users earn an average of $304 per year. So to find out how much you could earn, click the link in the description box to download Upside and use my promo code Beastons and get an extra 25 cents back on every gallon on your first tank of gas. People can earn 3 times more cash back with Upside than any other product. This includes loyalty rewards programs and credit card rewards. $1 million cash back is being earned by Upside users each week. Top Upside earners are making as much as $300 a month. So to find out how much you could earn, click the link in the description box to download Upside and use my code Beastons to get an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. Or all you have to do is scan the QR code here on screen to claim this offer. I love it because it's literally so simple and easy. So we're gonna go get our coffee here in just a second. I just wanted to throw a little bit of makeup on, and someone actually asked me if I was wearing a wig in my last video, but this is called summer hair. It's crazy, it's craziness, but I don't know if this helped at all, but I kind of quit. I'm debating putting a hat on. Anyway, let's go get some coffee, and I'll show you just how to use the Upside app. It's really, really simple.
Just gonna do a medium iced coffee with 1 cream and 1 mocha. Iced coffee with 1 cream and 1 pump of coconut. That's all. Thank you.
That easy, you just order, they tell you your total, you type it into the app, they scan it, and you're done and you earn. So easy. So be sure to check them out. I'll have everything linked down in the description box below. Cheers, babe. Alright, so the first thing I'm showing you is we had these 2 red doors, and we were trying to think of a good beachy color to go with our blue house, and the only one that came to mind that we both really liked was this beautiful yellow. And I've been trying so hard to go out of my comfort zone and make this into a beachy looking house, not just the same as our other house. I just wanted to do fun stuff to give it that calm, beachy vibe that you think of all winter long when you're dreaming about summer. So I just wanted to throw this part in there before we catch back up and do what we were doing for that day. But there are bits and pieces from other days in here as well because I've been filming this over the past 2 weeks. It's truly amazing what some paint can do. It's a very affordable fix, a nice little upgrade. Speaking of upgrades, the next project that we're doing is our master bathroom, which is just a small bathroom, but we wanted to start small and then go bigger onto the bedrooms. Almost done my coffee, but I'm ready to go. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm gonna try my best. So I bought these hydrangeas I think 2 weeks ago, and I was trying to like stay consistent watering them before I planted them, but Chris and I got the kids cold, and so basically our first week at the bay, him and I were sick, so we were just trying to survive and like, you know, get settled in here and all of that. But now we're finally planting the hydrangeas, and like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. Nobody taught me how to do this stuff. I just wing it and pray, and then if it works out, I teach you about it. So if you have mulch, you're going to want to rake your mulch first before you do this. I did it backwards. Like, I just started digging, and so I had like dirt and mulch mixed together, but eventually I am just going to have some new mulch delivered here. That's what we always do at home, or we'll just like grab bags ourselves. But I also, if you see like this wood that's going all around the mulch here, that's how the whole like front porch is, and we want to redo that ourselves as well, so we're not sure. I was thinking about using a power washer to try to take this old red paint off, which you're going to see here in a second. If you've ever redone like a wooden front porch, please give me all your tips, or if you know like any videos that you can send me. The whole thing about the bay house is we want to try to do as much ourselves as we can. You know, we had our decks redone professionally, but those were completely like knocked down and new ones rebuilt. But everything else we want to try to do ourselves. So now that you see the red stairs and like how the rest is just this like wood, I don't know what it used to be or anything like that, but what would you do? Like, what colors? How would you start this process? Finally, I'm just leaf blowing all this mulch that I messed up. Also, another goal of ours eventually. We bought this house. It's because it's such an amazing spot, and I fell in love with it. Like, my heart is here in this house. Like, I just love it so much. Knowing that, you know, over time we're going to slowly redo things. But the one thing that I really want to do is the rocks in the driveway. I'd like to just have like a smooth paved driveway. The rocks are not it. So much trash gets stuck in between it, and it's just, obviously if you go out barefoot, it's not nice, but definitely one of our goals eventually. The last thing I'm doing out front here is just trying to make the mulch look a little bit better. I didn't really succeed, but A for effort. And after this, we're going into the backyard. I know you've probably seen this hack all over like Instagram. I don't even know if you can call it a hack, but it's a great idea, where you get planters, which these were very affordable from Lowe's, and you put a hanging basket plant inside of it so it droops over, and it just looks really pretty. I didn't have, a lot of people put like a, you know, like the little plant plate that goes underneath the plants. They'll put that in there to keep it like raised up. But I think I'm actually just going to get some soil right now. I'm just putting these pieces in here to hold them up, but I think probably this week I'll get some soil and some mulch. One thing about me is with any plant that I'm planting, like in a, you know, flower bed, or when I have like at home, I have the little planter boxes that go right on the railing on their deck, is I always want like some type of vine hanging down. I think it's so beautiful. I love the way they mix this one. I really like to make them myself, so I'll just buy like the vine or the ivy myself and plant some flowers with it and like be creative, because that's like my favorite thing to do, is be creative and make my own things. But this was great for now, and I thought the red flowers were really pretty, especially because we were celebrating the 4th. Now these were one of my favorite Amazon purchases. They are the solar lights that just go right on the pillars, and as soon as it gets dark out, they pop on. They're really easy to put on, and it has like a couple of different ways that you can make sure that they fit onto your pillar, which is really cool. I'll have that all linked down in the description box below, but these lights make me so happy. We also have them downstairs as well, and again, I just like that they're solar power. They're really no fuss, and they just give you that like really nice ambiance. So this one that Chris is on right now doing the lights, this is what comes off of our bedroom. It's absolutely beautiful. I will say with 4 children, we don't really get to go out there and enjoy it much. We're usually just downstairs all together because they've definitely been going to bed later this summer. Do your kids like stay on the same routine, or do they go to bed later in the summer? I just remember like my mom would just let us stay up in the summer. It was like one of the best things about the summer. However, I would sleep until like 1 o'clock the next day, which kind of ruined the whole next day. But anyway, love the lights, highly recommend. The color that I did for all of my lighting, you'll see we put some more lights up on the bottom deck a little bit later here in the video, was that I made sure all of the light was under warm white, just so that all your lights can match together. There's also like a different type of white, I forget what it's called, but basically you don't have to, but you know how I am, I want everything matching, so I like that they're all warm white. But now we have extra paint left over from last summer when we did our laundry room makeover, and that's what we're using for the outdoor shower. Eventually we're going to get a whole new outdoor shower, but right now this is working for us. You really have to pick and choose what you want to do each season. So right now we're just, we had the paint, we're like, why not? And it honestly looks so much better. We did start losing sunlight, so the following day is when we're going to paint the trim white. And now what's left is that I want to make it a little bit nicer inside, and I also would like to get new hardware for it. I absolutely love how this was a family affair. Carter did some, my niece that was staying with us did some, and Tanner does some, Ella does some, and Everly was sleeping at this point, which we don't really want her doing this anyway. So moving on to the white, we also just had this white laying around, and I like dripped it everywhere because it was so windy. It kept blowing the paint off my brush, and it's just like a really old wood that was really soaking in the paint, so I needed to put a lot on my paintbrush. Chris finally locked the door for me, but that hardware on the outside is really rusted, so I need to get some for that, and then I want to get a new lock for indoor and a new handle. I feel like you either have a love relationship with paint or a hate relationship with paint. It depends on my mood, but I do find it like therapeutic to paint. Like I thought this was so fun, and I love to see the transformations. I love to watch other people paint stuff because I just feel like it's so satisfying. That's what the kids kept saying as we were painting, like, this is so satisfying. But I love painting in general. Before I had kids, I used to do like acrylic painting as a hobby, and I don't know if, like, sometimes, you know, I'll do like those holiday thrift store paintings, which is really fun to do, but one day I'll get back into painting. Here's a little overview of the before and the old deck. So this second deck that you see right next to the outdoor shower, we got rid of completely, and now our grill is there. And I also wanted to show you like our little fairy garden at night. Sorry that it's like so bumpy, but I highly recommend doing a fairy garden with your kids. It's amazing. We got 90% of the stuff from our yard or from the Dollar Tree, and we just repainted things, and it's so magical for the kids. And since the sun is not going to burn my hydrangeas, I'm going to water them in the evening, which I also find very satisfying. Also, these lights are solar powered as well. I got them from Lowe's. I'm sure you can get them from anywhere, but they really do add so much to your yard. And then I did wind up adding some American flags out here as well. Alright, so it is another day and we're doing the outdoor lights. I got those clips from Amazon and then these solar string lights. I'm loving the solar, one, because we can't get this outlet to work outside, but two, because it's just so easy. So these panels we are hanging from the top deck in our bedroom and just brought the wire down. And now Chris and my sister's boyfriend are stringing them up for me, and I love how they look. You know, I love lights. Like, I could have all the lights in the world, and I definitely always try to figure out how to get lights at our other house because there's not really a spot to hang them on. I just love lighting. Like, if there's like an outdoor restaurant that has string lights, I'm like, oh my gosh, we have to go there. And I know it sounds funny, but I just feel like it really just like makes the ambiance so much nicer.
Let's go.
I also really love that we just used these stick-on hooks because so much easier than drilling in. I was worried about how they'd hold up. I'm sure you're probably supposed to let them sit up without anything hanging on them for a while, but so far so good. And it does get windy here. It's just, I feel like it was really easy, and thank God for Chris and Tyler for doing this for me. Back to another random day. You might have seen my reel on this, but I also want to show putting the American flags out. I feel like this gives it such a nice little touch. They're just from Walmart, simple and patriotic. And then last but not least, I don't think I ever showed our outdoor furniture. We got this last year from Walmart, and it was very affordable and it held up really well. The table is kind of random, but we needed something quick last summer for people to put their drinks down, so we just grabbed that. I wonder if I can paint it black and like make it match more or something. What would you do? Or I can just, donate it and get something different eventually. But right now, it's a good spot to rest your feet or have your drink on. And then this outdoor set we got this summer, and I absolutely love it. It was affordable. It came in like 3 days from Amazon, and Chris put it together. And I love the colors, but I think they're currently sold out. I'm still going to link it. just in case they're not, but giving this a quick wipe down. And I feel like so far we've had like random like people like come sit and eat, but like random people, that doesn't sound right, like randomly like someone will come and have their lunch out here, breakfast, but we haven't sat down for like a family meal together. So that is definitely on my list this week. We are definitely still getting into our evening routine, so stay tuned for that because that'll be up soon as well. I'm going to film an evening routine this week. And then finally, I just wanted to show you some overviews. So happy with how everything came out. We've only been here for a couple weeks and I feel like we've already got so much done. And it's our happy place, and I love sharing videos from here with you, and I hope that it brings you the same peace and just sense of calm that it gives us. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you on Wednesday for an organization video, which I'm really excited for because Lord knows we need the organization. I've already started. I had one full day of doing just like all of our clothes in my bedroom, and now I have the kids stuff to do and much more. So if you need an organized video, be sure to come back on Wednesday.
Whenever your heart is broken, don't ever forget you're golden. I will find the light in your soul.